Hello students, this is our third lecture for magnetism. In this lecture we are going to learn about Earth's magnetism. As we know, Earth is natural magnet. So we have to study about its magnetic parameters. So let's start for the lecture. First, Earth's magnetism, that is, if suppose we take any bar magnet which is suspended freely in air, then it will align itself along geographic north-south direction, and it has a freedom to rotate about horizontal axis. It inclines with some angle with the horizontal in the vertical north-south plane. That is, when you will suspend any magnet, it will give some angle between that geographic poles and magnet poles. That angle will be like this one. So there is fact, that is, it indicates that there is some magnetic field present everywhere on the earth. This is called terrestrial magnetism, and it helps in navigation. So we have to now study about magnetic parameters of Earth. First one, magnetic axis. The Earth is considered to be a huge magnet. So magnetic north pole of the Earth is located below Antarctica, while south pole is below North Canada. The straight line NS joining these two planes is called magnetic axis, that is this one. Two poles of the magnets, so south and north, that is MM dash. Then next term is magnetic equator. This magnetic equator is nothing but a great circle in the plane perpendicular to magnetic axis is magnetic equatorial circle, that is along AA dash. Along AA dash, it will be a great circle. It happens to pass through India near Thiruvananthapuram. So this pass through the Thiruvananthapuram. Then next term is geographic meridian. This geographic meridian is a plane perpendicular to the surface of the earth, that is vertical plane, and passing through geographic axis is geographic meridian. It is what? A plane perpendicular to the surface of the earth, like this one. One is like this one is like this one. So earth, which is passing through the geographic axis, is geographic meridian. Next is magnetic meridian. This magnetic meridian is a plane perpendicular to the surface of the earth, that is vertical plane, and passing through the magnetic axis is magnetic meridian. Then direction of resultant magnetic field of the earth is always along or parallel to the magnetic meridian. Then magnetic declination. This is angle between the geographic and magnetic meridian. Magnetic declination is angle between the geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. Just look at the diagram here. This plane contains magnetic meridian and this plane contains geographic meridian. So angle between that two plane alpha is magnetic declination, and it is just small in India. It is near about 58 0 degree 58 minute west at Mumbai and 41 degree east at 41 minute east at Delhi. So at both these places magnetic needle shows true north accurately. At these two places magnetic needle shows true north accurately. The next term is magnetic inclination or angle of dip. Magnetic inclination or angle of dip. This is angle made by the direction of resultant magnetic field with the horizontal at a place is inclination or angle of dip at that place. So that is here. This is angle of inclination phi. So this component, or at this one point, it has resolved into two components, that is vertical and horizontal. Vertical component for that magnetic field will be BV, and for horizontal it is BH, and angle of inclination between them is phi. So this here, these are square, so this side and this side are equal, so this will be again BV. So according to this square, this triangle will be right angle triangle, which will give BV equal to BV for this B sin phi, and BH is equal to B cos phi. Then it will give resultant magnetic field. First its ratio will equal to tan phi, and resultant magnetic field, suppose B square is equal to B V square plus B H square. Then by taking its square root, it will give BV square plus BH square. So this is equation for Earth's magnetic field B. Now just look at this diagram. They have given compass needle, which will give, this will be horizontal point, horizontal, and this will be Earth's magnetic field, and this inclined angle or angle of dip, magnetic inclination, is phi. From this we get equation for the magnetic field, Earth's magnetic field. Now for this there are some special cases, that is at the magnetic north pole B becomes, at the magnetic north pole B equal to BV directed upward, then BH becomes 0 and phi becomes 90 degree. Then at magnetic south pole B equal to BV, then directed downwards, that will be negative, directed downwards, then BH is equal to 0 and phi becomes 270 degree. So anywhere on the magnetic great circle, that time B becomes B horizontal along south to north, that time vertical component will be 0 and phi also becomes 0. Then magnetic maps of the earth. So this magnetic element of the earth, that is horizontal magnetic field alpha, that is angle of declination, phi, that is magnetic inclination, vary from place to place and also with time. The maps providing these values at different locations are called as magnetic maps. Maps providing these values of different locations are called as magnetic maps. And these magnetic maps down by joining places with the same value of particular element are called as isomagnetic charts. And lines joining the places of the equal inclination, lines joining the places of equal horizontal components are known as isodynamic lines, like this one. Then lines joining the places of equal declination, that is alpha, are called as isogonic lines, and lines joining the places of equal inclination or deep phi are called as actinic lines. So this is about Earth's magnetic field. So just go through it, read these points, note down it, just go through the diagram also, and terms, each and every term is important for MCQs, multiple choice question. Thank you.